While addressing the media today, the leaders in Katonga Road-based FDC faction have said they are dragging the Uganda police to courts of law, accusing them of conniving with criminals to beat delegates.
The conduct of deployed police officers on that day suggests that these criminals, commonly known as chiefs, are well known to police. They freely interacted with police before taking positions from which they mugged our people. We have reliably been informed that actually these gangs work under the Directorate of Crime Intelligence, which is headed by AIGP Brigadier Christopher Damulira.
Last week, this group of FDC leaders had organized a delegates conference at Busaabala, only to be blocked by the police before they could kick off with the day's business. The Katonga faction report that several delegates were beaten by goons who are said to have been sent by the Najanakumi faction working together with Uganda police.
Their mission was to attack and harm the FDC delegates, where possible kill. That is the assignment they had been given. And police knew all this. That's why when the party chairman wrote to police, in their reply by Nwajira, commander of operations, he said, we will not give you protection, we suspect there is violence. So police knew that actually there would be violence from these ganga criminals with whom they work.
Kirwa Municipality Member of Parliament Uganda says these goons were allegedly recruited by police and the party Secretary-General Nandala Mafaabi. He says this has forced them to drag the said parties to courts of law to explain the criminality against the party's delegates.
We intend to file private criminals against Nandala Mafaabi, Patrick Amuriat, and all the police commanders with whom they were working that day. This gang of Nandala, Amuriat, Kamugira, there was one here called Atuijuke. We intend, after we have collected all information about those who lost property and were battered, we will be pursuing them in courts of law privately.
The acting president, Elias Lukwago, said they have also filed a civil suit against the FDC's Electoral Commission chairperson, Toterebuka Bamwenda, for calling for a delegates conference contrary to his mandate. Toterebuka Bamwenda is accused of violating the party constitution by calling for the delegates conference as well as issuing an election roadmap illegally.
That today morning, the 25th day of September, we have filed a civil suit in the High Court of Uganda against one Toterebuka Bamwenda Boniface for holding out as the chief electoral commissioner of the party without being duly elected by or appointed by the National Delegates Conference as stipulated under Article 29 of the party constitution. That is charge number 1 in the suit.
These have also warned banks holding the FDC party accounts, including Centenary Bank and the FCU Bank, against working with the suspended leadership. Party leaders Nandala Mafaabi and Geoffrey Ekanya have been stripped of their powers and therefore ceased to carry out any business on behalf of the party.
If they honor them as Secretary-General, if they honor those because they are on suspension, the Honorable Nandala is on suspension, the Honorable Ekanya is on suspension. So if they attempt to honor their signatures, they will have themselves to blame. We shall take them on legally. The banks have already been notified and we have substituted their signatures with those who were duly authorized by the delegates conference.
Barely a week after appointment in office, Lukwago says it is Katonga-based leadership that's in charge of the party. These have also organized a National Executive Committee meeting slated for Thursday this week. Ramson Muhire, Church of Uganda Family TV, News at 8.
One Uganda.